Hey everyone, I am the Only Rush and welcome to the channel. Over the past year, maybe two, we've been kind of debating back and forth on whether or not PlayStation was going to continue VR support with the next gen, with the launch of the PlayStation 5. And once the PlayStation 5 launched, we didn't hear that much about VR, so we kind of assumed that Sony was putting it on the back burner for now and not really focusing on VR at the moment. But today we got a blog post saying that they are in fact working on a next gen VR headset or VR system, and I'm going to have that blog post linked in the description of this video if you want to read the whole thing, but I'm going to go over the main points here. And I'm going to start with what they ended with, which is arguably one of the most important parts. It is not launching in 2021. So the earliest we're going to see this thing is 2022. I'm kind of expecting later 2022, if not 2023, just to temper my expectations a little bit. They said it's very early in the design stages and development and all that. So at least we know what's happening, and they wanted to kind of get ahead of this and let us know pretty early on that this is happening. The next gen VR system, because we don't know what it's called yet, they didn't say it's PSVR 2 or anything like that. It will have enhancements from resolution to field of view to tracking and input. So enhancements that we can kind of expect from a next gen VR system, especially a successor to PSVR. So it's kind of expected, but good to hear some details on that. And the new VR controller will include key DualSense features, along with a focus on great ergonomics. So again, kind of expected as far as the great ergonomics goes, but the DualSense features is pretty cool, so we can probably expect the new VR controller to have things like haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. And going off of how good those features have been in PS5 games like Astro's Playroom, it's going to add a whole new level of immersion to these VR games, and it's going to be really cool to feel those in your hands while you're in VR playing whatever one of these games you want to play. So it's really good to hear Sony is still supporting VR and still evolving VR, especially for console-specific gamers that don't have PCs, that don't have the money for crazy headsets for VR like the whatever the Valve one is, that Valve Index. I've never had VR before because either headsets were too expensive or they were cheaper and not as good as I really wanted them to be to actually make the jump to VR. Mainly, I just want to play Beat Saber, but I'm really glad they're doing this, and I'm excited to hear more about this. Hopefully soon, probably not soon, honestly, but really good to hear that they're doing this, even if it is in the early stages, and we're not going to see it for at least a year. Let me know what you think of this announcement and what things you're hoping to get from this next generation of VR with the PSVR 2 or whatever it's called in the comments of this video. If you want to get more videos about cool announcements in the games industry, as well as Let's Plays, Top 10s, new release info, and stuff like that, be sure to subscribe here on YouTube. And you can also follow me and my other content on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all at The Only Rush. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, beat that boss, find that last collectible, roll those credits. I'm out.